Hey Kendall, how are you today?
Yeah, good, mate. How you going today?
I'm not too bad. It's been a pretty good day so far. So, your band Jokeria, of course, has recently had the album come out and all that. But just first things first, Jokeria is such an interesting name. So, how did you guys come up with it?
JO stands for Josh, who is the drummer. KE stands for my first name, which is Kendall, and I do lead singing acoustic guitar. And then the RIA stands for the Roban Independent Artist. So instead of having to lock down a bass guitar full time, a lead guitarist full time, we decided to use Roban Independent Artist so that we were able to use any of the great musicians that were around our local area if needed to be, brother. So that's where Joe Carrier was born, man.
That's so awesome. Like, it's so cool you came up with that name just by doing that. Like, it's very unique, and I really love that. Also,
Yes,
so you talked about
a
sorry.
bit of advice that I got from somebody in the industry said is you want to be different. You want
Yeah.
something that's going to make you stand out. So the name definitely helps.
Absolutely. So, as you mentioned, Robin, which is where you're from, and for those who don't know, how would you describe whereabouts in Western Australia Robin is located?
Yeah, Roban is in the Pilbara region in northwest of Western Australia. We're probably 30 kilometres northeast of Karratha, so a lot of
Hmm.
people may know where Karratha is. We're northeast of Karratha. Karratha is our main hub for going in and doing shopping and all that sort of stuff. So, just a small little country town, pretty much, brother. I think our population is under 1,000.
Oh
So, yeah,
wow.
not a big place at all. Is where I come from.
Oh, that's really nice. I come from a country town too, but a little bit bigger than that. So that's really cool. We kind of have that link together.
Yeah, brother, both country boys. That's
Yeah.
right.
So of course you've recently had your second album, Red Country, come out, and you guys got to launch it at the Red Country Music Festival. How was that? Like, and you guys, it was the music festival wasn't about you guys, I believe. It was just so happened to have the same name. Is that correct?
Yeah. So that festival in Port Hedland, which is 200 kilometres north of
Oh,
Karratha, they have a festival. It was their second year running now for the actual Red Country Music Festival. It's been developed by a local man up there in Port Hedland by the name of Bradley Hall. And what the aim of it is to try and get really well-known artists to come and play at the festival in the Pilbara, but then also to showcase local talent on that same stage so that we're getting a platform to put our music that not many people may know or have heard yet. So it was a great opportunity for us, and it just so happened that it lined up perfectly with getting the hard copies of the album back from the company that we chose to go through, and we just elected to go with them because Troy Casadei was the headline act, brother. So we felt that was going to be a great platform for us to put our music out and to release our second album.
that's really cool. And like, what was the crowd's response to you guys playing? So it must have been such an exhilarating thing.
Yeah, it was awesome, brother. We played I think two sets before Troy, so
Yeah.
we really got to get the crowd up on their feet and get them revved up for Troy, who was about to come. So they received our new songs really well. With new songs, you tend to not look at the indication of the crowd of whether they're dancing and cheering or not, but if they're actually sitting and listening and paying attention to the
Mhm.
words and the lyrics of your songs, then for me, I feel that we're getting our point across, brother. So yeah, it was greatly received up at the festival, and be happy to play there again next year.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's obviously very exciting as well to get to have another play there as well. But going back to Robin, so I believe you guys got a lot of inspiration from Robin. What has the reaction been like at home with the new album?
Yeah, at home it's starting to really amp up now. Getting people coming around home and knocking on the door, all not in the night time, but especially during the day. Where can we get a copy of your CD? Because we're an independent band, we don't have any distributors or anything like that. So
Ah,
it's a lot harder for us to get our hard copies of music out to people. But we are on all platforms like Spotify,
mm.
iTunes, YouTube, and all that. But definitely amping right up now, and the community are really getting behind us and supporting us in what we're doing.
Oh, that's really good. And just quickly, you mentioned Spotify, YouTube, and stuff. So any plugs? So you have a YouTube channel, of course. So is it a YouTube channel just Jokeria?
Yeah, Jokeria Music is our YouTube channel. Yep, and then
Awesome.
on iTunes and Spotify. Just type in Jokeria or Red Country, and yeah, you'll find both our albums there on those platforms as well.
Awesome. Of course, got to get a little plug in there with that. So back to the album. What were some of the other inspirations for the songs on your new album? For example, one of my favorites is All the Stars, because that's a beautiful song. So what was the inspiration behind that one?
So all the stars, myself and my wife, the first town we lived in after we were newlyweds was a small place 300 kilometres inland from Roman, which is a small mining town by the name of Tom Price. Mm-hmm. It's an iron ore mining town, and I got a job there as a drill and blast worker. And I was sitting at home in the afternoon in Tom Price, and Tom Price is in the heart of the Carragini National Park, brother. So it's in some pretty spectacular country. Now, the sun was setting behind this beautiful mountain, which is called Mount Nameless, and it's almost in the center of the town. And just got the creative juices flowing. All the different colors of the beautiful Pilbara country just started to get the juices flowing within me, and got some inspiration. And I actually started to write All the Stars as a song in tribute to my mother. Mm-hmm. But then as I slowly worked on the lyrics and developed the song, it actually turned into a song more about the love for my wife. So I decided to keep going with that. And yeah, the song All the Stars was born pretty much, but I wrote that one in about 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, that's really beautiful. I love that so much. It makes it like so much more better knowing the behind the scenes of that one. And as you mentioned, you used to work in the mines. And I have like a little bit of notes here. That speaking of notes, you used to have like a little notepad as well while you're working that to like write down lyrics and stuff like that. Is that true?
Yeah, always, brother, always. Always got a little notepad with me, but phones are great now. You just voice record, and then you can just start to say your lyrics or sing your lyrics into a melody that you reckon you want to lay that song down in, and off you go, brother. So technology is great nowadays.
Oh, that's awesome. So we'll wrap it up here, but very quickly, so are there any plans of coming and performing over here in Brisbane?
Yeah, so we're definitely going to be in Tamworth for 2020, and we're going to look at doing a north coastal tour from Tamworth. So heading from Tamworth back out towards the coast, towards Sydney, and then probably making our way up north. But we've got a fair bit of planning to do in that process, so that won't be until probably about after Tamworth next year. We'll be looking at doing some East Coast touring for sure, brother. So can't wait to get over to see everybody over there and start sharing our music.
Awesome. And we'll keep up to date on your website as well, I believe, at jokeria.com. It's at jokeriamusic.com.
Yep, that's the website. But also Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social medias. Definitely get on there and follow us. We post a lot of stuff about where we're playing next or upcoming gigs. So if you want to get on and follow us on our social medias, then go right ahead and hit that like button.
Awesome. You got to get that. I love that so much. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, and cheers for having me, brother.